y'all, welcome to Bookish Realm, and today is a very special video for me because I, as you all know, have been in libraries for 8 years at this point, and I really appreciate the things that libraries and librarians do. And I was a library kid. I grew up in the library and I used to do the summer reading program, and being on the other side of things where I am a worker in a library now, I get to see all of the wonderful things that libraries do for communities, the access that they provide, the resources, the tools, the guidance that they provide for all of their patrons and communities. And it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to a lot of people, and I'm trying not to get emotional about this, but I thought that this would be a fun way to close out National Library Week so you can hear from some other people about why they love their libraries. And I have a guest here with me today who's going to tell you why she loves her library.
Hi everyone.
You say why you like your library? You gotta take your hands out your mouth so they can hear you. Why do you like your library?
Because they got so much good stuff to read.
Good books?
Good books.
What else do you like to do when you go to the library?
I love to play. And tomorrow we're gonna go to the library and Sarah's gonna read a book.
You're doing story time?
Yes.
Our library is your favorite? All right. So even we have little ones who love their libraries. Gonna say bye?
Bye.
Thank you.
And then.
Okay, you got one more thing? Go ahead, you can say it.
Happy National Library Day Week.
Happy National Library Week, y'all.
Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph from the Novelty Corner, and I love my library because of its amazing online catalogue. I don't often get a chance to actually physically go into my local library, but I use their app and Libby and explore their amazing catalogue, and it's really great because it often challenges me to pick up things that I have never heard of or never normally pick up. And I think that's the really powerful thing about libraries, is that often you find things that you're not expecting, and those books usually become some of the best reads.
My name is Michelle from Throw Once Another Letter. I read Indigenous literature, romance, young adult, and middle grade contemporary, and come with me on a little adventure while I talk about what I love about my library.
I love the accessibility of my library. There are helpful graphics and displays at the front, as well as new titles and movies. I love the young adult section because there are both new titles and backlist titles displayed and celebrated. There are study rooms and places to sit and relax with your book. Even the checkout process is hands-free. I love it here.
Hi, my name's Rachel. Thanks to Ashley for having me for this. I love my public library system here in Hillsborough County, Florida for so many reasons. We are very privileged to have a very extensive library system. We have so many libraries across our county. Our county is huge. So we have been so privileged to enjoy going to multiple libraries because so many of them have different events. Just recently we had a St. Patrick's Day scavenger hunt at one location, and I have been to multiple book clubs at multiple locations, and they have different things for Black History Month. Every year our library is just constantly doing so much for our community. They also do things like genealogy, they rent out GoPros. I mean, the amount of resource that they bring to our community is so huge and cannot be understated. My kids are so privileged to be able to grow up in this county and have library access. It also helps that we have the means to drive to these different libraries. I also super appreciate the librarians for doing all this effort, as well as our library board. Recently we have had our commissioners in our county, certain commissioners, try to make it harder for kids to access books and implement more restrictions. And our library board made it very clear that this was not necessary. Unfortunately, the commissioners did not agree with them, but the library board, I felt as a parent, was still trying to advocate for me and not go down this slippery slope where we are banning books. So I can't thank enough my library board as well as all of my librarians in this county. for all the different things that they do for us, from the events to these different resources. And one like small thing that I super appreciate is when we go to these different events, my kids will, you know, want to check out books. There's like a Paw Patrol book that one location has that they've never seen before, so we get to check it out. And then I don't have to drive 30 minutes back to that library. I can redeposit it at any location that's closer to me. They just make it very easy as a parent to bring out like a love of reading for my kids. I love my library system.
Hey everyone, my name's Charlotte. I am a librarian. I have worked in public libraries for over 7 years. I previously was in academic libraries for about 2 years. What I love most about libraries is that they are truly a space and place for everyone. They function as a community space, as a maker space. They're a place where you can feel safe.
Hi, I'm Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life. I love the library, and I've always loved it from the time I was a little kid because it introduces me to backlist authors and titles that I would have no idea even existed. And probably the main reason I love libraries so much though is the nostalgia factor, because my mom grew up poor. She loved her local library, just went there every week, so she did the same with me. We went there every single week, and I did the same thing with my kids. And so libraries have created 3 generations of readers in my family, and that is just amazing to me.
Happy National Library Week. I personally love the library because it has always been a very consistent resource throughout the majority of my life. In high school, needing to print out my papers that needed to be turned in physically, I found a local library that did book sales. Paperbacks were $1, hardcovers were $2. I spent a lot of money there and it was worth it. And now just the access to books through apps like Libby and Hoopla for free, because what's better than that?
Hi everyone, my name's Angela and I love my local library so much. It's so awesome that I can just walk in and see a bunch of brand new release books that I can try out for free without spending my money. I can request any book that the whole library network has, and the librarians will put it on hold for me and I can walk in and check it out. It's amazing. I love the community events that my library holds. Recently I went to a Polish event with Polish culture and history, and that was really awesome. I'm obsessed.
I love my library because I work for a large urban school district where unfortunately school librarians are being cut left and right. So the public library is honestly one of the only opportunities for my students to have access to books, read books, and I don't know what they would do without it. I don't know what I would do without it. I am also frequently maxed out on all of my checkouts, have fond memories of it as a child, so libraries are just the best.
Hey there, I'm Olivia's fan here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and I'm here to tell you why I love using my library. Now, the primary way that I use my library for their ebooks and their audiobooks, I borrow books that I already own and I'm currently reading physically, and by having it as an ebook and an audiobook as well, if my library has it, it means that I can read it while I'm commuting or while I'm doing chores. But another reason why I love my library is because I think they're such a good way to taste test whether or not a book is actually going to be for me before I buy it, especially with graphic novels, and I don't feel as guilty as I do if I'm doing that in a bookshop.
Hi, I'm Heather from Here BookTube. Sorry I look like a mess, that's what you're getting today. I love my library because I was a library kid. I grew up going to the library and getting access to books that I wouldn't have gotten any other way. As a parent, I really love the library because it's indoors, it's quiet, it's not all about consumerism, and it's free. Using the library is a symbiotic relationship. The more I use it, the more the library benefits from my patronage. Checking out books helps the library get funding, it helps authors get paid, and it helps other people find books that they love too. I love my library.
Hey friends, it is me, Alana from The Awkward Book Nerd, coming in to talk about what I love about my library. So I am a teacher, and I honestly just never don't really have time to ever really go into my library because I feel like I'm always on the move. So the thing that I actually love the most about my library is that it has a lot of apps on my phone that I can utilize and like download books real quickly, and it's just at the touch of my fingertips. So I really love that. It's really helped me with honestly getting into audiobooks, finding my love for audiobooks, and it's helped me stay consistent with my reading when maybe reading with my eyes is so much harder for me at whatever point in life that I'm in. And so it's helped me out a lot, honestly, and I found myself really utilizing my library a lot more the past few years, just because of how easy it is to just check out an audiobook and return it and go about my day, essentially.
I love the library because it's my happy place. Growing up in a small town, the library was one of the only places that I could go and get away from home and to stay out of trouble. So I went there and I read lots of books, and my favorite part about the library is that even though you can go alone, there's always an adventure, there's always a friend waiting for you.
My name is Izza. I'm a very long-time avid reader, and of course I love my library for being a place to read so many amazing books, but I also really love the community aspect and the extra things that come along with it, like a space to gather, seed libraries to help promote sustainability and growing your own food, events for kids and things like that. And they've always stuck out to me as a cornerstone for both knowledge and gathering people together, and I really hope that they will continue to be protected in the future.
Hi, this is Bree from Lock Petition, and I want to talk about why I love my library for 7 reasons. One, I'm able to go there and they're able to help me with sizing of different type of projects that I want to print. I didn't think I can do that, but they can. Also, they have like tools that I use sometimes. They also have a laminating machine that I can use sometimes. And if there's a specific book that I need, they're able to get it. I was studying for the GRE and they were able to give me that book, and I really appreciated that. I just feel like the library is such a good resource to go to, even if like I don't know how to do something, or I try to send my sister to the library so she can learn how to like type better or use the internet a little bit better. And it's just such a good free resource, and communities need it. We all need it, and I'm not afraid to use the library. And I love the library because we have access to Hoopla and Libby, and usually if I can't find something on Libby, it's on Hoopla, and if it's not on Hoopla, it's on Libby. So I just really love library, so that's my thing.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.